Cosse is an integrated marketing communication service company based in Lagos, Nigeria, with a global mindset. It is undoubtedly one of the leading IMC companies in Nigeria and Africa. In 1995, Fumi Onabolu, the present Group Managing Director, founded an agency with a blueprint to deliver marketing communication solutions across the world.
About when we started, which is about 95, we noticed that easily 90% of the marketing support budgets were being deployed towards what is called ATL, so television adverts, radio ad, print ads, and out of home. At the same time, 85%, easily 85% of the consumer purchases were being made in the open market, in the unstructured open market. And this to us, was a big gap. There was a big disconnect here somewhere. So this was not about ATL or BTL. It was a story, is really about integration. It was clear to us that we needed to find much better ways of enveloping the consumer in a very, very consistent brand experience across all touch points to be able to help him to take the kind of buying decisions that we wanted him to take.
Unarguably, Cosse revolutionized the Nigerian marketing communication sector by introducing new strategies for advertising campaigns.
The Cosse Story itself is a story of many firsts, many births. It's a story of the birth of experiential marketing, as it were, in Nigeria. It's a story of the birth of activation in Nigeria, brand activation, because again, cast your mind back to that time, these things were not happening. It was a story of the birth of using content to deliver brand messages in a way that fuses very, very seamlessly into the marketing plan and also into the consumer's lifestyle.
If you look at one of the very early things that we did, that tells you the kind of thinking. We had a radio program, the Golden World of Benson and Edge's, Golden Tones, which was content, and which we used to communicate a brand without breaking any law in terms of advertising outside of the watershed.
This is Benson and Edge's Golden Tones, and it's a live radio show this morning. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon, as a matter of fact.
If you look at the Cosse journey, the Cosse story, it is really a story of blazing new paths, trying to do things differently from the way that we had it before. And I think that actually comes from the vision, of the company itself and the name. Cosse stands for Communication Support Services. And the reason for being essentially was to look for alternate ways of getting the messages across. If you look at Star Wheel of Fortune, it was also a program that was a mold breaker. You really couldn't confine it into one space. It was at once content. It was also an in-bar, activation. It was an event. It was a road show as we recorded the program for television.
Let's look back at some of the very happy moments we've had on the Star Wheel of Fortune.
15,000 naira is at stake. Nine, 10.
Cosse, I can say, is the first truly integrated marketing communications company in Nigeria because it had taken on the experiential marketing scene, which at that time was a gray area. It was not structured, but Cosse put a lot of structure into it. At that time also, content development and content management for brands was relatively green, and Cosse plugged into it and created some of the biggest content for some of Nigeria's greatest brands. I look at some of the commercials, for instance, from Cosse TTL that have rocked Nigeria.
We believe in our children, in their greatness, in what they can be.
I start my day with my Abby Day.
It's easy to spot an Abby Day baby. Wouldn't it be nice if we only paid for what we use?
At ARM Investment Center, we understand money and how to make it work for you.
UBA, more than just a bank. We are Africa's global bank.
At Virgin Nigeria, you'll always get the special attention you deserve.
Virgin Nigeria.
Oh, bring me kid, don't come back again. Hey.
With MailSafe, your mail is safe and sound. MailSafe, make the post come to you.
Delicious.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
I'm a professional, leave this thing for me.
So go ahead, take a sip and feel the sunshine in every cup.
If you look at what we do in advertising, we've always been part of the game changers, and the way we see ourselves going forward is different, because advertising has evolved to a level where digital has taken over, and with this takeover, things have really changed, the dynamics have changed, and everyone that's within the system right now is always thinking digital.
Yes, the last 20 years has been a very exciting time for me, full of wonderful memories, lessons learned, several projects and times, places. Highlights, there are far too many for me to start recounting one or two, but really it's been wonderful.
What are you waiting for? Verve, get more out of life.
As a creative agency, we've always loved to do things differently.
The central currency of our business is creativity.
We are an ideas-driven company. We are trained to think strategically. It's the simple things as the people. The people make an organization. We have this saying here that if there's anything that we can hold on to, is that sense of family. It's a place where, you know, the team really is what makes the company.
Typically, the Cosse man or woman is a very industrious person and quite creative even when, you know, there's limited resources.
A Cosse person is honest, a Cosse person is passionate, a Cosse person is cool, a Cosse person is eclectic, so you find us doing all sorts of jobs and doing it exceptionally well.
I think I was lucky to have been placed in a company where I find like minds I find people I like to work with, people that together with them we form a formidable team where we churn out the best of ideas, we think, we brainstorm over things, and we get the best of ideas.
Yeah, the Cosse team is very smart and we have a family spirit.
If you talk about Cosse, fun, with the craze pass for this place.
It's fun working in Cosse. When you're in an environment where people just want to try things, you know, people want to do stuff, there are no holds barred, as it were, then it can only be exciting.
I believe that the industry as a whole needs to be revamped. I think we've sort of shifted a lot, you know, more towards the West in our thinking, in our philosophies, in the things that we deliver. And so I believe that we need to start communicating from our own, you know, local perspective. In any case, that's what Town Criers is about. We were telling the stories, you know, out there across Nigeria, all over the country, in the language of the people, you know, where they live, where they work, within their own backyard, and we're mixing with them, and we're getting the messages across, and we're delivering the numbers to our clients.
The Cosse philosophy fundamentally is a family philosophy, and that's what really holds us together. We care about each other, we love each other, we also learn to tell each other the truth. We also practice tough love. We're going to be very frank, very open, and very professional.
I want to say congratulations to the visionary Fumi Onobolu, and also to all of our staff and friends, associates, partners, our spouses who, you know, well, they tolerate us, our children, and, you know, all of those within the Cosse family. A big congratulations for 20 years of really, really rocking Nigeria.
The one thing that's very constant is change. I mean, in life, and much more so in marketing and marketing communications. So for us, the future is bright. We will always be looking for new ways of doing things, new ways of getting across to the consumer, new ways of moving along with the times, new ways of ensuring that we're on top of the game.